Well, it's a stormy day in Whiterun. We've been here for half a day, an evening. We said goodbye to Arander, raised a pint, and had a good long talk. So we're going to head off towards Windhelm. Janassa is willing to accompany us. Golldir and Freya have a mission to meet with Jarl Ulfric and find out exactly what he's all about and whether they believe in his cause. As good Nords, they feel they do, certainly after their experience with Freya. But they need to meet him in person and speak with him, really hear him out. So we're going to take the main road past White River Watch and hope that this weather clears. It's pretty nasty day. These poor carriage drivers just sitting out there waiting for a passenger, just getting soaked. It is pretty, even with the rain coming down and the thunder, but Freya's feeling a little hungry. Good Horker will have thought to take care of that. A couple of slugs of water. She can't really afford to gather many more alchemical ingredients. She doesn't have a lot of room left in her pack for that. And she hasn't really had a lot of time to practice the alchemy. So at this point, it's best just to leave it. And pausing at the crossroads, she thinks about her arms and armor and tries to remember if she's gotten everything ready just in case of bandits along the way. And remembers that she doesn't quite have it all together. That mace needs to be there. And this new elven greatsword, she's going to replace her warhammer with that. It's a lighter swing. It's a little heavier damage. She was able to smith it a little bit while she was in Whiterun with a piece of moonstone that she picked up at Northwatch Keep. And hopefully it'll be a good weapon for her. Somebody got wrecked. What's going on here? Fire mage. Well, we'll take the potion. That's another nice cloak. You know, I think it's time to give Golldir a nice cloak. He needs something good to keep him warm.
What do you need?
I want to give you this cloak. And I hope you wear it.
Let's go.
You look excellent in that. Good afternoon, Sir Khajiit. Thank you for taking care of the fire mage, if it was you. Who is this person running away? Ah, they're going up to check out the ritual stone. Well, that's fine. They can do that. These wolves attack, we're gonna exercise our new greatsword. And quite effective. I think we have some space now that we also bought a hunting knife in Whiterun. We can grab a couple of skins. Practice our skinning with the new knife. But truly we have a mission, so it's not a lot of time to dawdle here. We need to get along down the road. Good afternoon, Sir Guard. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you, sir. This notorious tower here. I think it's time to take care of some unfinished business here. If there's any left to take care of. Who's in my way? Who is in my way? Ah, there's an archer there. And there's the chief. Alright, let's see if we can get an arrow into this chief. Oop, and he went down. Well, Janassa, good strategy there. Is that Golldir? No. Oh, way high.
Let's see what you've got.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. We're gonna go down and check out that bandit chief there. Yeah, we'll take his gold. Nice that the sky's cleared. Alright, so on across here. No, we're going to go this way. I think we can find our way across towards Windhelm from here. We'll explore this side of the river. I don't think so, Golldir. Well, you're right. Let's see. I don't need any arrows. Nothing much there. Some healing. Nothing much. Not a very successful bandit. could do a little alchemy. Ah, let's see. Cure disease would be very handy. And some regenerate health. We resist fire. And resist magic. Alright. Enough of that. Let's see what's in here. Yeah. Lockpick. Gold. Always good. Come on, guys. Let's head out this way. See what we can find. We haven't really explored this side of the river. Let's see. Janasa took care of somebody over here, but he probably fell off the side of the mountain. We're going to go up this way.
Another fight.
Yes, just animals, Janasa, just animals. Alright, you guys, well, it doesn't look very fruitful going this way. That's certainly a death drop there. And we didn't have very good luck going the other way, so it seems we're going to have to go back down through the tower. So let's head off this way. All right, well, it's going to be a long walk.
Sure to pull your bow all the way back to get the most power out of your shot.
Thank you, Golldir. That's a good suggestion. What do you think? We check out this little road across the river here? Come on, let's do it. I mean, it's still daylight. Here's some breathing. It sounds like a giant. Yep, a giant camp. We'll leave them alone. They're peaceful. Peaceful enough. They don't need any stress or drama. Just doing their thing. But this is an interesting little place here. Hello? Hello? interesting little little spot. A potion called Take Mad Trip Mania. Interesting. Herbalist's Guide to Skyrim. All kinds of interesting potions that seem to be just available. Well, Golldir and Janasa don't seem to like coming in here, but it's certainly worth at least using this as a spot for all of Freia's alchemy ingredients, and we can set up a tent for them outside. This might be a perfect place to camp for a while. So let's get rid of all the ingredients. We'll stick them in the satchel here. And Freya can use this as a base camp for all of her alchemical needs, and perhaps she can bring some smithing supplies here as well. Interesting possibilities. All right, so Golldir, give me that big tent.
What is it? What do you need?
Remember that tent we bought, the big one in Whiterun there? Yeah, give me that. And
Let me know if you need anything.
okay, so we're gonna set that big tent up right here. If Janasa will get out of the way, and right there. And that'll give us a nice camp here for our followers and for Freya. And remember that water keg? We bought a water keg too, didn't we?
Let's get going. Of course.
Yeah, I thought so. There it is. All right.
Lead on then.
So we're going to put that right here. And stick that right there. Now we can use that to fill our water skins, and we can drink from it anytime we want. This is an amazing place. Wow. And a gorgeous view. Look at that. Just look at that. What do you think, Janasa? That tent's looking a little odd right now. We'll fix that up later. Maybe we can find a flatter spot for it over there. In fact, let's do that now. And we'll get a better one that'll sleep too. That looks a little bit better. There we go. Nice. That's for you guys. You can take turns keeping watch. And I think if we bring an anvil here, perhaps, we can build ourselves a nice spot to do some smithing upgrades. This could be a great spot for all of us. Well, in fact, perhaps Janassa could just stay here and guard the place while Golldir and Freya go to Windhelm and speak with Jarl Ulfric.
Yes.
Yeah, she's just gonna wait here. Just hang out. Where she's going. Ah, doing a little mining. Excellent. Golldir, it's time for us to head to Windhelm. Come on, let's go. We have an appointment with the Jarl. Well, now that Freya has a little bit of extra space for alchemical ingredients, she can do a little bit more gathering. Especially some of the creep cluster and dragon's tongue that grows around here. Maybe some jazzbay. And it's raining again. Ugh. Rain or snow. Just wait 30 seconds around here. Golldir? Where did that boy get to? Good lord. Well, he'll be along eventually. Hello, young lady.
Oh, hi.
Hi. What's the matter? Huh. Okay, well, guess you don't want to talk. That's fine. Sometimes I don't feel like talking either. There he is. So what do you think, Golldir? How do you think the Jarl is gonna... Or what do you think he's gonna say? And what should we say? I mean, do we tell him we just want to join up? Or do we ask him a lot of questions? Thorald seemed like such a good man, you know? He loved his mom and his brother. He understood what was going on immediately. He was... I mean, people like that don't join evil causes, do they? Well, I guess we'll wait and see. Well, it's nice to have the rain clear off just before we get here. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. It is a gorgeous city, isn't it? Look. Look there. Once the capital. The oldest city in Skyrim, I think. least that's what Freya's ma told her, if she remembers correctly. Well, it's certainly the time to find out what our destiny is going to be.
Nothing, and therefore is ready for anything.
And there are the great gates. Are you ready? Let's go see Norellian first. Get ourselves prepared for this. What time is it? It's getting late. I think we'll be able to visit him. Alright, come on, Golldir, quickly.
Yes?
Before Norellian closes his store.
Is Ulfric's armor done yet?
The last time I followed this Alright, old friend. You said you were an alchemist, so go ahead. Make pigs fly.
Where's Norellian?
Still don't believe me, huh?
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
Where-
Until next time.
Where is he? I have his
But this
file.
isn't like boiling an egg. There's a reason only a handful of people can do it. Have in your brain.
There he is. Sir, I've brought the file, but
I've almost figured out where it is.
it's cracked.
Listen, it matches every description of the file that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing.
I'm so
How did you
sorry.
manage to damage it?
I
then?
didn't. It was that way when we
What I
found
get
it.
for not retrieving it myself.
You couldn't. Don't blame yourself.
Figures. I doubt you have sufficient knowledge to harm the file, even if you wanted to.
Yeah, you're right.
Either way, this is the end of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests.
I'm so sorry, sir.
I trust you can show yourself out.
I can.
Here's for your trouble.
I can. I understand. I truly am sorry. And be well. Excuse me? Quintus.
I want to thank you for your help. I know my master can be a bit short at times.
Yes, he can. But I was happy to do it.
Here, you should have this. Even though the file is damaged, I still think your efforts deserve reward. Now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to tend to Norellian.
You are
I can make his final days a bit less painful.
you are a wonderful and loyal assistant. And I hope that he at least gets some comfort.
I'm sorry to always be so hard on you, boy. I just worry I don't have much time left.
I know, Master. Don't say such things. There is always time.
Don't be so sure. Now, have you finished grinding the dried snow berries?
No, not yet. I'm sorry, I was reading up on the effects of distillation.
What? You've been lollygagging in idle reading?
No,
Lollygagging in idle reading. Poor Quintus. He's so patient. Alright. Come on, Golldir. We deserve a night at the inn. So we've spent the evening here in Candlehearth Hall. And it's time to go and meet with the Jarl of Windhelm. Freya and Golldir are good, solid Nords. They love their homeland, and they have questions about this conflict. So it's time to go and hear if Ulfric has anything to say about it.
You're the one gave the Thalmor a black eye. Sure know how to pick it.
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
No.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, Fred. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Well, that pretty much seals Freia's mind. She's not sure about Golldir, but it's a stirring speech. And as much as she has reservations about Ulfric himself, that speech just made up her mind.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons.
I would prefer to think, sir, that I am the latter. A fool would have joined the Empire.
A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galmar. Good.
Galmar is the epitome of the loyal second in command. He will follow his leader to the depths of oblivion, as he says. I think he's a good man, if a little bit misguided at times, but loyal, and loyalty is a great commodity, a great thing to have.
Are you ready for Serpentstone Island?
And what is there?
It's where men have tested their metal for ages. It's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you.
Okay. Why should I have to do that?
Only the ones I'm not sure about. This will prove your abilities, but more importantly, it will prove your commitment.
Committed. I'll be back.
We'll see about that, won't we? Here, take this. You'll need it. Use it on the island. Don't lose it. That's all the help you're getting. Try not to die.
I think we can avoid dying. What do you think, Golldir? Let's go. And you.
I spent my life serving Talos. I don't plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says.
I understand.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
Eh.
You like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
Oh, I like those clunky two-handed weapons well enough. Well, Golldir, it's time to find Serpentstone Island. Prove ourselves to these Stormcloak leaders. Galmar clearly needs some proof. Let's see where this place is on our map here. Several ways of getting there. Probably the quickest way is to take a carriage to Winterhold. A little safer than running along the coast. Although that might be fun. Hello there.
Yes?
I need to get to Winterhold.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
All right then. Do this thing.
Say what you will about the Dark Elves. Proper job with Azura's Shrine. See for miles underneath.
Need something?
Well, no, not from you. Where's
Need something?
Golldir?
Greetings, traveler.
Who are you?
Well met, traveler. I am Kadojo, a monk making the pilgrimage to this shrine of Azura.
Not every day I meet a Khajiit monk going to meet Azura.
Then today will be no different than any other. For while I recognize Azura's place in the pantheon of the divines, the Daedra hold no particular favor in the doctrine I follow. Some may see the line between Aedra and Daedra as a means of separation, when the divide itself is the true nature of our existence. It is in the eye of the storm that one finds balance, and with balance comes the flourishing of life.
I see. So explain this a little further for me.
I follow the path of balance through opposition. The Aedra and Daedra are the embodiment of this mantra. It is a common misconception that these balancing forces are the spirit of good and evil, a reductive and flawed interpretation. The Aedra are the agents of stasis and order. The Daedra are the essence of change change and chaos, for chaos itself cannot be an agent of anything. When the two are in balance, time progresses at its natural flow. The world changes as it stays the same. Although in truth, it is not for us to attach labels to the creators. If mortals cannot divine the nature of themselves, it is quite presumptuous to try the same with the gods.
That's extremely circular. Tell me how you came to adopt this philosophy.
I was trained as a priest of Stendar, but I felt the temple did not do enough to disavow the militants who walk the land in his name. I considered converting to the Temple of Julianos, and had packed for the great chapel in Skingrad to begin my training. There was only one item I could not find. My copy of the book, Aedra and Daedra. I scoured every corner of my quarters, until at last I saw it.
And you found it where?
It was placed on top of a high bookshelf. Now, they say those who hurry only slow themselves in the end. If only I heeded such sage advice. Instead of reaching for the footstool, I attempted to climb the shelf, only to fall flat on my tail. However, as it so happens, I lost my balance but gained my footing. For when my head struck the ground, I had a vision.
Okay. Let's hear it.
In my vision, I was standing in the atrium of a castle of glass, canvassed by an iridescent sky. In the stars, I saw the Aedra and Daedra. They stood side by side and beckoned me to follow a new path, one that made no distinction between the gods. For one were all, and all were one.
And you plan to stay here and spread your word?
One must both have purpose and flexibility. He may walk a path of many roads to the same destination. He may not know where the destination lies until the moment he arrives at it. And even then, it may not fulfill his true purpose. I am reminded of the story of a carpenter who was tasked with hanging a painting for the Count.
Okay, let's hear it.
The painting was hung over the bedchamber, and while it seemed to be a perfect fit, the Count nevertheless told the carpenter to take it down. Back and forth the pair went, from the study to the great hall, each time the Count requesting the carpenter to hang the painting, then remove it, after walking the breadth of the castle. At long last, they returned to the bedchamber. Only this time, when the painting was hung, the Count was satisfied, for only by seeing all other alternatives did he know his choice was true. And thus, my request is this. If you will do me the honor of being my carpenter, and I yours, then I will forever be in your debt.
An interesting offer. Okay. Come with me.
Then let us wander these white sands and find our destination.
We have some ice wraiths to kill. Golldir? This is Kadojo. Kadojo?
There were once
Golldir.
small towns like this.
And that's a dead person.
Sadly, those days have long passed.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the King. His voice
Let's see what we can see from up here before we go anywhere. That must be it out there. So if we go down the hill and east a little ways and then across the ice, find this place. All right, gentlemen. An interesting sky. A little disconcerting. And that boat will take us back to Windhelm, I believe. Is that possible that is Serpentstone Isle right there? Let's make a save right here. Pillar of Stormcall. Alright, are you boys ready to rock across the ice here? Let's go check out this island. I don't think this is it. Some interesting shipwrecks along here. I'll bet that's it over there. Let's see if we can cross these ice floes here. Yeah, that must be it. Oh. Oh, phooey. That was a close one. We'll come and get you, Sir Tiger. We're not going to let you take care of our friend quite so quickly. And one less saber cat in the world. Kadoja, where's Golldir? Where'd he go? Well, he'll come along. I trust him. He's been with us long enough. So, where is this island? Don't really want to jump in this icy water if we can avoid it. There it is over there. Ah, oh god, it's cold. Oh my god. Alright. Looks like there's no other way. I'll have to swim for it. And a dragon, of course. Some mountain flower tea. Warm us up. Alright, well, our friends are going to have a hard time following us here, so we're going to have to just take care of things ourselves, I'm afraid. Old Nordic ruin, clearly from the time of Isgramor. And the wraiths. Oi. They are deadly. Let's use some of these potions that we were given. Ice Wraith Bane. There we go. Ah. That's what it is. Let's get up here on this altar. That's one down. Oh. I only had to kill one? And the Serpent Stone. What does the Serpent Stone do for us? Sneak? Sneaking and sneak attacks are much more effective. No, I think we're happy with what we have. Well, now where are Golldir and Kadojo? That looks like that Golldir waiting for me over there. Faithful as always. I'll swim to you. There you are. Come with me. Dojo, well, he'll be along eventually. Come on, Golldir. You can do it. And there's the College of Winterhold directly above us. I'm going to find that little boat jetty and perhaps we can get a ride back to Winterhold. There it is, right there. Let's talk to this gentleman here and see if he can give us a ride.
Looking to hire a boat?
Yes, in fact I am.
Where are you headed?
Windhelm.
You just enjoy the fresh air and leave the rowing to me.
Okay. That's perfect. Alright, well we're here at the docks. It seems like Kadojo has rejoined us. As has Golldir. So let's, and it's must be early morning. Oh god. Well, at least we slept a little bit along the way. But we're certainly pretty thirsty. Let's have an ale, you know? Ale first thing in the morning, maybe some bread. That's enough. Give us a little fortification. I must say Freya has to question a little bit of the motivations of Galmar sending her on a essentially a wild chase for nothing to kill a silly ice wraith. I mean, what's the point?
Yes, sirrah.
It proves very little, if anything. Certainly doesn't prove that she's a better Nord than anybody else. So, what's the point?
Reindeer, the city has always made my whiskers tingle.
Yeah, Kadojo, why don't you stay
Their
here?
steps move in harmony.
Wait here for a moment.
I understand.
We're going to take you to the camp, and you're going to wait with Janasa. But first, we need to talk to the Jarl and his second in command.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman?
No, I am not.
Time and building resources chasing a legend. We don't even know it exists.
The Jarls are upset.
What are they talking about now?
Support you.
Damn the Jarls.
They demand the moot.
Galmar.
You're alive.
Of course I'm alive.
I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath? Don't take too long figuring it out. Mike,
I'm ready.
change your mind. You ready to pledge your blood and honor for Skyrim's freedom?
I am ready, sir.
That's the spirit. By swearing this oath, you become one of us, a heroine of the people.
I am already one of
a true
you.
daughter of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak.
I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak.
Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim.
Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim. Golldir, say the words too.
As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond.
As Talos is my witness, Golldir, may this oath bind us to death and beyond.
Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms.
Even to our lord, as to our fellow brothers and sisters in arms.
All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim.
All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim. A little overdone, Galmar, but, you know, that's fine.
Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me. Oh, and here. You're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part.
I'm pretty happy with my own armor, thank you, but, that's fine. So what's the deal?
All the more reason, then. I have found the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain. We're headed to Corvinjun, but if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here.
We'll be there.
Don't wait around for me. No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of our cause. Think about it. The Jagged Crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots. Back to the time when the king was a king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him. Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been
Next
false?
Imperial I see is dead.
Fine. I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through moldering dungeons
but I
to see
will.
if you can't stir up Galmar's Jagged Crown.
It will be there. You'll see.
Damn faithless Imperials.
The Imperials have already
Who are
dug
you?
into Whiterun.
Get over with the rest of the men that caught
I'm talking to this gentleman here.
Position is key.
I bet I'll beat you to Corvinjun, even though you start first. Get yourself kitted out with what you need. Welcome to the fight.
Well, that's it. We've joined the Stormcloaks, and we will see where that takes us. Golldir, have you finished making your pledges? Well, it'll be along. First, though, we need some rest. We need to get Kadojo to the camp. So let's do that first.
One should never speed up to catch up with life.
I
Let us wander
tend
these
to
white
agree.
sands and find our destination.
Fine, let's go. We'll take you along to our camp,
Be on the lookout.
and then Golldir and I will head on Corvinjund. So Freia's a little conflicted. Ulfric is clearly a man with
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
a very focused mind, but also a conflicted one. He's mercurial. He talks in circles. He seems loyal to his people, but also very concerned with his own image. Clearly he was affected by the wars he's fought and the men and women that died around him and perhaps at his orders. And that's noble. But Freya, I think, is mostly in this because she's a Nord, and she feels that though she's perhaps less xenophobic than the likes of Galmar and Ulfric, she still feels that Skyrim is the province of her people. And that it's worth fighting for. Oh, Spriggans, not good enemies to make. Seems my friends have killed the Spriggan.
I'll carve you into pieces.
Who are you going to carve, Golldir? Is there another Spriggan somewhere?